During World War II, Black American servicemen stationed in England were generally welcomed by their British hosts in ways that were completely opposite of the Jim Crow segregationist practices back in America.
Wow.
Oh, I love you more than words can say.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. It's your boy again, Shady Shae, the one and the only, the very one and the only, and we are back here again today, guys, on this beautiful day. So guys, you guys requested me to check out Heroes Among Us incident at Bamber Bridge. So without saying too much, guys, I'm going to jump on this right away. After I checked out Britain's crusade against slavery, I saw a lot of comments, a lot of comments that almost drove me crazy. I was like, yo, what's going on, guys? Please stop fighting. A lot of people are saying different things. I was like, wow, okay. Very intense debate going on there, and I was requested to check out this video as well. So guys, I'm going to check this out right away. But before we start this video, guys, you know what to do. If you don't, just make sure you smash like, subscribe, give me some love, and let's get this started, okay? I'm quite curious to see what this video has for us today. Story of courage, patriotism, and sacrifice. Okay. Part 2 of 6. Oh, this is a part 2. So that must be part 2.
I'm Mitch Mackey, president of Go for Broke National Education Center. We tell the story of the Japanese American soldiers of World War II, of their courage, patriotism, and sacrifice as they upheld America's promise. The promise that in our nation, no one is to be judged by the color of their skin, the nation of their origin, or the God whom they choose to worship.
Exactly.
As we all know, our nation is currently struggling with a crisis of conscience. Despite the promise of America, not all individuals in our nation have been embraced by the American value of equality.
Preach! I'm not in America, but preach. From everything I've seen in the media, look, preach, okay? Say the truth, come on.
In recognition and support of the Black community, Go for Broke National Education Center will be sharing stories of Black American soldiers during World War II, of their courage, of their patriotism, and of their sacrifice. They upheld America's promise, and in doing so, provide us today with a moral sense of direction. During World War II, Black American servicemen stationed in England were generally welcomed by their British hosts in ways that were completely opposite of the Jim Crow segregationist practices back in America.
Wow.
Black GIs would drink and socialize in mixed company in British pubs, where they were not only allowed to enter, but were warmly welcomed by the locals.
He said, where they were not only allowed to enter, because back in America, they were not allowed to enter certain places. Imagine, you're fighting for a country, you're giving your life for a country that wouldn't give you that freedom and that right of equality. You're being actively discriminated against, okay? Actively, You are not allowed to go to certain places where you're giving your life for that country. And then you happen to go to another country where there are a lot of white people, like the country where you come from. And this time here, you have so much freedom. You're allowed everywhere, and not just be allowed to get in, but people who are even socializing with you. Oh my, bro. I think a lot of them wouldn't have gone back to America.
Black soldiers saw around them a very different reality from that which they faced at home. A non-segregated society where they were welcomed as fellow fighters against fascism rather than second-class soldiers.
Oh, wow.
The U.S. Army authorities, however, did not condone this equal treatment. 1943, the 1511th Quartermaster Truck Regiment, a segregated black unit, was stationed outside the town of Bamber Bridge. U.S. military authorities demanded that the town's pubs impose racial restrictions.
Wait. You're telling me the U.S. Army authorities did not condone this equal treatment? They did not condone it. And they asked the pubs to impose racial restrictions. Are you kidding me?
That the town's pubs impose racial restrictions. The 3 village pubs responded with signs that read, "Black troops only." On the evening of June 24th, black troops and white locals were enjoying themselves at the Old Hob Inn. At closing time, white military police arrived and tried to arrest Private Eugene Nunn, a black American soldier, for not wearing the proper uniform. But they were faced with white British soldiers, both male and female, who sided with Nunn and his fellow soldiers.
Yes.
The incident escalated into a fist fight, and the military police were beaten back.
Beaten back.
Later, the MPs returned with reinforcements, and a battle developed in the street. Shots were fired, and Private William Crossland, one of the black soldiers, died with a bullet in his back.
We have a common enemy. You're in World War II. You have an enemy you're fighting, and someone's on your side, and then you want to impose racial restrictions to them by force. No equal treatment. Someone is fighting with you, fighting for your country, laying down his life for your country, and you still want to impose on them and make them remember that they are second-class citizens. There are no second-class citizens on earth, but you, by your superiority, decided that these ones are second class, and you're trying to impose it on a different country, even when the locals of that country are trying to make you know that, look, in this country we don't do that. We don't do that here. America.
4 other injuries to black American soldiers occurred in a 5-hour confrontation, which ended at the Adams Hall Army Camp. The events of that night led to the death of 1 black soldier, significant injuries to several others, and the convictions of 27 black American soldiers, which would later be commuted or overturned. The events in Bamber Bridge highlighted the vexing paradox of race relations and prejudice at the time. Despite the open armed welcome from British citizens, the U.S. Army uniform provided no protection from the racist attitudes embodied by the U.S. Army authorities. After their service, black soldiers returned stateside with little tolerance for the pervasive and prejudiced Jim Crow laws. But they soon discovered once again that their service provided no protection from the discrimination and racial violence that still permeated America. The harsh reality was that some black veterans were to be lynched, a harrowing image of suppression and racial intolerance.
There just was
the
no
struggle for
escaping that
equality
racism.
and social justice continues on today.
Yeah,
We
George
at Go
Floyd.
for Broke National Education Center honor these black American soldiers of World War II who served and sacrificed for our nation. And we continue our commitment to ensuring America's promise.
This is sad, indeed. Really sad. Your own country. You're laying down your life for your own country, but they don't value it. They don't value it at all. Yeah, you give up your freedom. Yes, you were a slave, but you give up your freedom. You're out there fighting for your country. Yeah, and then you happen to go to a different country where there are also white people, but because they're welcomed by the white people here, they're welcomed by British people, they were shown equal treatment. The U.S. Army officials, the authorities, asked for restrictions to be imposed, for racial restrictions. Come on. Yo, this is crazy, man. Like, this is really crazy. This is really sad. Like, the racism that black people have suffered here is crazy. It's on a different level. Yes, there has been slavery all around the world, okay? There has been slavery of different races, different races. And I know that the word slavery was derived from the word Slav, because I think the Slavs are the ones that were taken to slavery a long time ago before, anyway. And then that's how the word slavery came into being. But then when the black people got into slavery, when black people were put under slavery, it was just like That was it. It was like a permanent magnet. It's just like a scourge on the black people. America's promise, yeah, it's not to everybody. America's promise is not even to the black people. Like, from everything we've seen, okay, the racism in America is real. It is ever present. It's not a thing of the past. Okay, America is a very racist country. I mean, yes, racism is not as much as it was before, but racism there, wow, yeah. From the stories we've seen, the things we've seen on news, even a lot of American friends that live there that have told me things about what happens to them there. I was like, wow, that is so crazy. Okay, and a lot of people I know say, oh, the UK is racist too. I'm like, guys, yeah. I've been here. I've not really experienced any racist treatment. Okay, my friends here have not experienced racist treatment. Yes, maybe there's some, they say, some little form of discrimination here and there. I mean, there's discrimination everywhere. There's this thing about ethnicity. Okay, human beings tend to prefer people of where they are from. I don't know if it makes sense. Okay, I call it ethnicity in the sense that people prefer their own sort of people. Okay, maybe because they sort of banter well with them, they sort of understand them more. Okay, they rapport easier with them. Maybe that's why. But there's some little professional treatment anywhere you go in the world. There's some little preferential treatment, but then it's a work in progress. People are working on equality everywhere, but still, man, I tell people, like, look, the UK, yeah, especially London. I know London. I mean, like, it's an amazing place. It's an amazing place. Racism here, in fact, like I said to you, I've not experienced racism, okay, but then I've seen people that have come from other European countries try to be racist to people here. It's just so funny, yeah, like someone from a different country, yeah, comes to the UK and tries to be racist to someone that was born in the UK, okay, that happens to be black. Yeah, I've seen something happen one time, and I'm sure the guy would never try to be racist to anybody again because they didn't take it lightly. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've seen quite a few things happen in this place, but it's still so crazy. Okay, so crazy, guys. This really touched my heart. Okay, it touched my heart, made me feel sad. Okay, the things that our fathers have been through is really sad, really sad. And how did slavery start? I know they say the British, the Portuguese, the Spanish went over and were getting slaves. Guys, the Africans were selling their people. They were selling their people. Okay, yes, they fought wars and got slaves from like different areas. Okay, maybe different African countries, but they were selling their people. Black people selling their own people. That was crazy, bro. Like when I found that out in history, I was like, oh, how can you betray your own people? Like, what kind of betrayal is that? Selling someone of your race. Okay, I shouldn't say someone of your race, but selling someone generally. And then, anyway, we're talking about the black race. They were selling their own people, selling them off. That's sad. That's so sad. I'm talking too much. Let's come back to the matter. The topic is what happened here in Bamber Bridge. And guys, I must say, it's really sad that this had to happen. We need to all work together to end racism. Guys, do let me know what you think about this in the comment section, guys, okay? Also, make sure you smash like, subscribe, give me some love. It's going to be a peace out, guys.
Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way. You are me. Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way.